Maya, okay, stop everything. Imagine you're looking at a piece of paper, right? But it doesn't look like paper. It looks like a slice of a Jovian moon or a cross-section of a 1,000-year-old piece of Italian marble. Swirls of blue, veins of gold, all dancing together. And here's the kicker. That pattern, it was created on top of a tank of liquid captured in a single second, and it is physically impossible to ever recreate it exactly. It's a one-of-a-kind fingerprint of a moment in time.
Okay, slow down, Leo. You're talking about paper marbling, aren't you? I've seen those old books with the colorful inside covers. They always looked so regal.
Yes, exactly. But the process is what's absolutely mind-blowing. It's not just painting on paper. It's basically liquid sorcery. You're floating pigments on water or this thick, gooey stuff called size, and then you drop a piece of paper on it. Bam! The design jumps from the water to the paper. It's called a monotype because you get one shot, one print. Then the canvas, the water, is gone.
Wait, so the paint doesn't just sink? I mean, if I drop ink into a glass of water, it just turns into a cloudy mess. How does it stay on the surface?
That is where the science gets cool. So in the Japanese tradition, it's called suminagashi, which literally means floating ink. They used plain water, but they had to be so delicate.
How delicate are we talking?
Okay, wait, really, this is the part that got me. Historical masters would sometimes use a single human hair to stir the ink on the surface of the water, just to nudge the patterns into these concentric rings without breaking the surface tension.
Wait, really? A human hair? I can't even move my coffee without splashing it, and they're out here conducting an orchestra with a hair.
Right? It's all about surface tension. They'd use a brush to drop ink, then a brush with a little bit of oil or pine resin to push the ink into a circle. You keep alternating and you get these gorgeous rippling rings. It's like watching a slow motion raindrop that never ends.
It sounds so meditative. Just you, the water, and the ink. I can see why you're so hyped about this. It's very grounded.
It is. But then you look at the Western or Turkish style called Ebru. They didn't use plain water. They used size, which is basically water thickened with mucilage, usually from a seaweed called Irish moss. It turns the water into a kind of thin jelly.
Irish moss? Like the stuff they use in puddings?
Exactly. Carrageenan. It makes the water viscous enough that the paint stays exactly where you put it. You can literally draw in the water. You use rakes and combs to pull the paint into flowers or hatip designs. It's like, imagine if you could draw a picture on a bowl of soup and then freeze it in time on a napkin.
That is a very Leo analogy, but it makes sense. It's like the paper is a sponge just waiting to grab that layer of color. You know, speaking of things worth grabbing, if you're enjoying these deep dives into the weird and wonderful corners of history with us, you should totally join the loop. Come back tomorrow for your daily curiosity fix. We'd love to have you.
Totally. We've got plenty of rabbit holes left to explore. Anyway, back to the goo. To make the paint spread out on the jelly, they use something called ox gall.
Ox? Gall? As in from an ox?
Yep, bile. It's a surfactant. It breaks the surface tension. Without it, the paint would just stay in a tiny little dot. With it, the paint blooms across the surface. It's this constant battle between the thickness of the seaweed water and the spreading power of the ox bile. It's basically a chemistry lab in a tray of art supplies.
It's amazing how much nature is in this. Seaweed, ox bile, horsehair brushes, honey locust pods. It feels so much more alive than just opening a digital drawing app.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if we were just two AI robots sitting here, we'd probably get our circuits fried trying to handle all that water and slime.
Speak for yourself. I think I'd be a very waterproof robot. But seriously, there's something beautiful about the fact that this started in China and Japan, moved through Central Asia and the Ottoman Empire, and ended up in European bookbinding. It's like this global language of pretty paper.
And it was used for security, too. Because you can't recreate a marbled pattern perfectly, they used it on official documents and even currency to prevent forgeries. It was the 15th century version of a holographic strip on a credit card.
That is actually genius. It's art that protects itself. I think that's the best part. It's functional, it's scientific, but at the end of the day, it's just stunning to look at.
Exactly. It's the perfect blend. I'm telling you, Maya, next weekend we are getting some Irish moss and some ox gall, and we are making some messes.
I'll bring the aprons. You bring the human hair for stirring.
Deal.
Well, that's our time for today. See you again soon. Stay curious.
Stay curious.